All right, video number 2. We're going to be doing the clouds. So in here, here's our directions. And also I want to note that we have some finished examples that you can take a look at of what we're trying to do. So for clouds, we're going to use the curve tool to trace the clouds. So not polyline, we're going to use curved. We're going to trace the clouds and the shadows separately. We're going to use that group tool again to group the cloud and the shadow together. And we're going to make sure that our border color is transparent. And we're going to use a light and darker colors for the, and gradient is optional. So I'll show you that trick too. Okay, so going back over here, first thing that I want to do is I want to zoom in on my image. And again, you can zoom in as much as your Chromebook or your computer screen will allow. And then instead of using the polyline tool on this one, I'm going to go down and I'm going to get the curve, not the connector, but the curve tool. I'm going to select it. And then the first thing that I want to do again is, just like we did the mountain, I'm going to do the whole shape at one time. So remember, every time we put a point down, which we know they're called nodes, when we make one of these nodes, it's going to make a curve to that shape. We really don't have a ton of control over the exact radius of that curve, but we know in general it's going to make more of a curve to the end of it. So you don't need a ton of points. Oh, this is a good thing to show. Remember, that's what happens, and especially when we're doing a complex shape. If I double click by accident, then it is going to close up that thing and make a line. The only thing you can do is delete it. So let me start back. It's always good to kind of show those things. So I'll try to go a little bit quicker now that you get the point of what's going on. I planned that, by the way. All right. No, but it does happen. And in general rule, if it happens too many times, like maybe more than 2 times, you probably need to zoom in on your image is probably what the issue is. Now, I'm not using a mouse, but sometimes mouse does help. I'm just using my mouse pad. All right, almost there. So we're going to fill this shape in like we've done prior, and it's going to close up. All right, now I want to remove the outline, make it transparent. And this already is like a light blue color, but you can change it to pretty much anything, but I do have this light blue selected. If you wanted to, you could do a gradient to that. That's what this example is here. So I could add a gradient from the light blue to the dark blue on here. So that's an option if you want to do that. Now, same thing before, I can't see that shadow, so I'm going to have to move this over or send it to the back, whichever way you want to do it. And we're going to make our second curve, just doing this shadow. Paying special attention that I'm trying not to double click. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because no 2 clouds are the same. Nobody's going to know when you're doing your landscape art that you didn't match the exact cloud. But it does give us a good basis for a cloud shape. This is when I always get really nervous. Like, if I'm almost there, am I going to be able to close it? Yes, closed. So now it's putting that gradient in. This time I'm going to do solid, and I'm going to change it to a darker blue color. Okay. Now I am going to order these. So I'm going to pull this back over. I'm going to range order. Oh, it's already to the front. I'm just going to pull this over. It's already in front because I just did it last. Awesome. So that would be a good cloud shape. Now, if you wanted to double click, if I want to fix this right here, I can double click on this and I can grab one of those nodes and move it around. All right, so that's the cloud shape.